let's talk about today's topic. Let's talk about chances. So, like always, let's start with a little story. I want you guys to know that these stories are not about anything in real life. They're just things that I come up with for these kinds of things.
Giving chances.
Giving chances. We're gonna talk about giving chances. Since recently we had a little conflict in the chat that shouldn't have happened. I do have a crazy imagination. My wife knows best. And that's why I came out with this subject. It's not directed at anybody either. It's something, what happened the other day kind of inspired me, alright? So let's start with a story. Let's start with once upon a time. Okay, I'm going to start every single time. I'm going to start it with that. Once upon a time, I'm gonna improvise. Let's say there was a boy who did not know better. He would lie, he would steal, and he would, let's say, he would play with people's feelings, right? Let's say he did all this, and his mother suffered for it. She would go through so much trouble because of him. She would think that her son would never grow to be a man. He would always be a delinquent. He would always be stealing. He would always be grabbing stuff from people that don't belong to him and doing things that hurt other people. Let's say this boy continues to do this until he grows up, right? Because, well, his mother already gave up on him. His father is nowhere to be found. He doesn't want to deal with all this, and it's probably the cause of this boy doing these kinds of things. He would lie to people and take advantage of them because he was good with his word. Now, being good with your words is a talent, but it can also impact the world negatively. Let's say that someone as powerful as the president, or as powerful as a pastor, or people who talk about God and guide people to the future, use their words to hurt others, impact would be nobody will recover from that. Let's say this boy lied his way in a negative way and hurt so many people, but then one day his mother got sick, and on her deathbed, he asked for forgiveness, and he swore that he would better himself because he never thought of the consequences and all the time lost because he was doing the wrong thing all the time. He abandoned his mother who raised him all his life to live a life in the streets. Chad, does he deserve forgiveness? Do you think the mother in her deathbed, knowing it's too late to even see these changes he is promising, do you guys think she will forgive him and accept that her son, after all of that, in her deathbed, finally decided to change? Do you think this person will change? Dana says yes. Chase says yes. When I was in elementary, my friend's fam would take you to steal. Yeah. Do you guys think this person will have a chance to change? Yes, big things happening change you. That is correct. A lot of big things can change you. She's probably going to forgive him even if he doesn't deserve it, to make him feel better, and she'll hope that he changes. Teacher Neon, I have a question. What's your question? And Carrie, that is a good way of thinking, because that's probably part of why she would do it. That hope. Because when your own blood, people you raised with good qualities, with good teachings, you have faith because you know you taught them better. Teacher Niana, what's your question, babe? I'm still waiting. How does one acquire extra credit? Shay is also right that big events, especially traumatic ones like death, can change a person. That is true. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys something, and it's probably gonna surprise you a little bit. I hope you guys don't judge me, but let's say that little boy was me when I was a kid. Now my mom is alive and well. She supports me. She still loves me. She carries me on. But I was that kind of person when I was a kid. I would lie, I would steal, and I would love fighting. You guys didn't expect that, did ya? We listen and we don't judge. Exactly. And that's why I'm creating a zero judgment zone. Here, anybody can come hang out and spend some time together, and nobody should be able to judge anybody, even for things that happened in the past. Neon, a gangster. I used to be a titerito, mommy. What do you think? Yes, I used to go down the wrong path, chat. I used to go down the wrong path. I hurt my family a ton. And if you guys don't understand why I believe in change and why I believe that people who hurt others at some point, not always, chat, because I've met people that do not change, but people do change. Let's be clear. They do not change. they modify themselves. Se modifican, chat. They modify themselves. They work with small parts of who they are to get better. They force themselves into a path that they never thought they would take because they were blinded by greed. They were blinded by envy and jealousy and hate. Most people live and learn. Yep. And I'm a prime example, dude. Like, I used to be a bad kid, and not just a bad kid. I used to be a bad adult. My military days, my days in the days I spent with my mom as a kid or going to school. I didn't call school. I was a good grade student. That's the only good thing I had, because everything else I did was not right. I would smoke and I would do a bunch of stuff since I was young. And my sister were here, she would tell you this is the truth. And I'm saying this to you guys because you guys are family at this point, and I love you guys. But this is why I believe in change, because I did it. Nobody believed in me, chat. Nobody believed in me when I grew up. I want to believe in people. I am a better man today. Through everything I have lived, I have learned so much about life, specifically that I see things coming from afar because I've seen them happen already. Things become easier to perceive, and I'm using that to help others and not necessarily guide them, but at least tell them, like, dude, there's a better way to do this. Like, this could have been done this way. Like, I want people to know that in this world, chat, there's people who have hope for you. I have hope for you. I love all of you. No matter what you have done in the past, no matter what you have done now, and no matter what happens in the future, whatever fights we go through, I will still love you. Jared, especially you, motherfucker. I fucking love you. Anyone can change if they want to. That's the key. That's the key, Dana. They have to want to. When I saw all the damage and all the suffering I caused my own mother, dude. My own mother. I had to change, dude. Because my mom deserved to be happy. Because no matter what I did in the road I was going to, my mother always looked at me in the eye and she would say, cabrón, tú tienes que cambiar. Tú vas a ser un hombre de bien. Porque para eso te crío, so cabrón. And that means she's like, motherfucker, you're gonna change. Throw me in the right path, bro. And I couldn't see it. I was blinded. And that's why I'm telling you guys, don't fucking judge people. Don't do anything. Just make sure to remember that people can change. They're at and guide them. Exactly. We both changed, Neon, for the better. Literally. That's so good. You took control and changed your life for the better. You're great. As long as you really want to, you can change. As long as you know what you're doing wrong and you recognize it and admit it, that's the first step. You gotta admit it. You gotta admit that you are wrong, and you cannot have pride anymore. It's not that you're gonna let people step all over you, because when they bite for the wrong reasons and you know it, you're gonna bite back. Don't tell me you ain't gonna bite. I bite hard, Chad. I can bite so hard that I can rip an arm off. You know what I mean? I can go crazy and psycho. If I had the voice in there, I would click it right now and be like, I am a psycho. But I haven't worked on it. But Chad, so that's what I'm saying. Like, slowly but surely, I changed. It took me some time and I kept hurting people. But every time I hurt people, I put it in my head that I was hurting myself. By hurting others, you are hurting yourself. You're hurting people who could help you to a better future. You are hurting people who can be something better just because you help them. People who are suffering and you don't give them a hand, even though you can. And that's a no-go in life. At least for me. I think we can change, chat. I think we can do better every fucking day. And I think all of you are doing amazing. I love hearing beautiful news like Carrie getting her internship, or Jessie having a fantastic day at work, or the kids doing amazing things for their future and going to church and being productive with their lives. Shay finally finding a job, and after everything she went through, you know, those two jobs, you take care of them and everything. And Jared not being an asshole from time to time. Well, bro, that is a blessing. Jared saying, I'm a changed man now. That was the day I was like, I want to see it. I want to see it, Jared. And you've been showing it, bro. You said that you were a changed man. I still have to find someone for a good reason. Don't get me wrong, but I can't wait. Go to our race room. It's healthier. Dude, our race room is crazy. I want to go to one. There's one in Seattle, babe. Let's go to our race room. Let's go to a fucking race room. Instead of baby, I said Baba. I don't know why. Nah, bro, but I'm telling you, bro, like, people can change. Trust me, dude. People can change. But I want a reason. Take me to Brian. You need it, huh, bro? You need to kick some ass, dude. I get mad every day. Jay, but that's something that you're going through right now. I'm telling you, dude. I've known you for a year. A little more, maybe. That anger is... There's a reason for it. And you and me know it. Jesse knows it. And we know it. And we're here for you, dude. Take that anger out. Play some Fortnite, dude. Let's crash out together. Fuck it. I get mad every day. Good night. That's why we're here, dude. We're here to chill, bro. We're here to chill, vibe, and relax. Okay? No, doesn't matter who's here. Even if it's someone I don't agree with, someone I really don't agree with, which is rare. I have to suck it in, bro. And then I'll go. And we can deal with this somewhere else, but do like not here, bro. What is wrong with these people? I'm changing the way of being less of a people pleaser, focusing on myself. That's also important. Praise my change, even if they don't believe me. Jared, I do believe you. You've changed a lot, bro. You're more mature lately. You're smarter. Plus, you've always been like epically like diligent, bro. Like your brain works in a way that I think is very rare, in a good way. You know what I mean? Like you're a great guy, bro. It says you were going through some shit and you had a lot of anger, just like Che does now. But you learned how to control that shit, and that's amazing. And I love you, bro. You're doing amazing. I'm just fucking around with you. Don't take it personally, dude. But next time I'll beat the fuck out of you, though. I feel like you've got the surprises covered for Neon. Who wants to give me a surprise? A big fan of how you function, babes. Stop saying stuff like that. Also, chat. Remember, we have merch. I'm low-key smart, bro. Just don't piss me off. I'm petty. No, I know, and everybody has their pettiness, bro. Everybody has shit inside themselves that they can control. And I'm not judging you for that. Like, literally, it's fine. I'm just saying, since certain places, you need to handle your shit. Let's talk shit somewhere else, you know what I mean? Same as me. I can't blow up here. Do you think I don't want to be like you? Sometimes when I lose, I'll be like this. But I can't be like that. I gotta be like... Or maybe even... But never is not a thing that can happen here for me. I'll talk with about those things with you guys. Exactly. Nah, but you're doing good, bro. Shad, how can I make some fall in love with me despite my past behavior? I'm soaked with all the rain now. Babe, you left the umbrella in the van. It's all the way in the beginning. We had to hike all the way back. But in the sycamore, this sounds...
No, I'm still.
What is that? Jared, I want something from you. How'd you know? Another one. Don't tell them the past. Exactly. Don't tell them about the person. That's a scary sound to hear in the forest. It is. Imagine you're in that. That's so good. Imagine you're in the forest and you're like, oh no. Oh no, let's run away. And then there's people like like a spectacle, like they're watching something incredible. That'd be me. They found Alco of Neon of me. Bro, you play me for your shit. They know the whole past though. But not because of me, bro. What you mean because of me, oh me? Ain't no way, bro. So good. Thank you. Facts. He's an open safe. Chad, you guys are PMO. You're gonna PMO. Jared, that's a good statement. Why? That's the new generation's version of pissing me off. Anyways, but chat, that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. I do believe people can change, and I trust people can change, and I believe in people. I'm sleep deprived in the forest today. Oh, like Jalen DPBO. It's TSPMO. TSPMO. This pisses me off. Yo, Shay with the play for you, dude. You've been gifting, bro. So, Chad, believe in people, bro. Don't give up on people at the very beginning. Give them a chance to grow. Give them a chance to be better. Okay?